My name is Roshandeep Singh and this is my video demonstration for SIT 331 task 3.2p full API. In this task, we were supposed to create a full web API of robot app API, which we have done in the previous task. In the a full API basically refers to the system that provides functionality for creating, reading, updating, and deleting operations for a particular system. So in this task, we were required to build a RESTful API that allows us to manage maps and robot commands for a robot navigation system. So for first, we required to make two APIs in it. That is a map API to show details about different maps, and a robot command API to manage different commands like move, left, and right. So for this, at first I will explain you my map.cs. In this, I have provided different parameters for map API, which is the int ID, which will provide which will be a unique identifier for each map, and then size of the maps, size, number of rows and columns, name of map, description of map, the creation, and then I have used the date and time to make variables for the created date and create the modified date of the map. So for this, at first I have initialized the constructor. As you can see in the I have initialized the constructor and I have set the properties of current date and time to date and time dot now, which will show the current date and time. And then there is a robot command. In this, it has similar properties to the map API, except it has a isMove command, which will tell whether this robot, which is whether a particular robot has moved or not, and then simply the I have initialized the constructor with date and time dot now and modified date and time. So now I will show you the controllers which will be controlling the APIs. So at which there is the map controller dot cs. In this at first I have created a uh, in this first I have created a list which will be to initialize the maps. This list will be storing all the data and all the operations. So so at first, I made an HTTP GET request, which will return all the maps that have been created, and then I have used HTTP GET dot slash. This request will show the all the maps. This show all the maps and return only the square maps, like which are in which rows and columns both are equal. Other than that, no other map will be showed. And then I've used HTTP get request for ID, and then I named it. This retrieves a specific ID map ID. If the ID is not found, it returns not request. It returns 404 not found. And then I use the HTTP post. In this method, adds a new map rule. If the request is empty, it returns 400 bad requests. And then I made HTTP put. This updates or an existing map details. It checks whether the map exists before updating or not. And then if the map does it is not there, then it will change all the variables to the of the map to the required variables. And if there is error, then it will return pattern with no content. And then I made HTTP delete. This deletes a map from a list if it exists. Like the user has to specify the ID, and if the ID of that map exists, then that map will be removed using the maps.remove. And then I made the HTTP get. It will return the code. It will return the specific coordinates of the map ID, like if the user passes his URL and enters his ID and then the coordinates. Uh, Coordinate, then the map checks whether the coordinates lie within the specific boundaries of a map. If it lies, then it will return okay. Otherwise, it will return 404 bad request. 404 bad request. No. And I have also made a check coordinate check logic function. This function checks whether maps lies within the specific range. If it does not lie, then it's flies within a specific range. If it does not fly, then it will return bad request. Now I will explain you my robot command.cs. In this at first I will initialize the list and I will initialize the initial robot commands for like for first robot command will be left, second will be right, third will be move, and fourth will be play. These are the four initial robot commands that I have made and entered. Now and at first I made the um, HTTP category. This endpoint returns a list of all available robot commands. Then I HTTP get with move. This will return and filter the robot commands that are movement related. Like if a robot has moved, then it will only show the commands that commands in which the movement of robot is true. Here there is move command variable. If this variable is true, the boolean value is true for this variable, then only all the commands with this variable is move true will be returned. Now for the HTTP get ID in this for this get robot command ID in this if a user has to enter specific ID with the URL so that it will return only that specific ID with all the robot commands. Like if HTTP get request has two, then it will return all these robot commands. Now here is the post. It will for the HTTP post for this. It will add another robot command into it. Like if robot command is null, like it doesn't matter. If new command does not matches with any of or it is null, then it will show that no object is passed. Otherwise, if a command matches or with the already command that already exists, like if the user again enter left command like it exists previously, then it will show that command already exists. Otherwise, if none of this error occurs, then the command will be added using the commands.add function. For the HTTP put method similar to the map method, a user can replace any ID with the new variables while ensuring that the ID is not null. Now for the HTTP delete, the user can delete any ID that exists within the list. Now I will show you the working. So now I will show you my Postman. As you can see, at first it is the get robot commands. When I will send this, then it will show all the robot commands that exist. Currently, there are four robot commands that exist, which are left, right, move, and place. As you can see here, these are the four initial robot commands, and then as you can see, for these initial robot commands, I have set the moment true for all four of them. So for now, when I will call the move command, it will show all four because I have set the movement to for all of them. And if I want a specific robot command, like I want the third robot command, so it will only return the third robot command, which is move. Now for the post method, as you can see, if I want to I can add any robot command in the required list. For now, let's say I will add a robot command jump in the raw, and I will describe that. And when I will send this robot command, you can see that now it has added. And when I again call the get robot command function, now you can see that it has a new robot command has been added. But when I call the move function, it will not show this robot command because as you can see here, I have set the is move to be false. Now for the put command, if I want to change any robot, like I want to change the first robot command, I I will simply add it to first, and you can see that now it will replace the first robot command. And then when I will again use the get method, you can see that now the first robot command has changed from left to turn right. Now for the delete method, suppose I want to delete the first robot command, and then I will call it. Then as you can see, it has successfully deleted the robot command. As you can see now, the ID 1 does not exist, and the ID are 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I will show them the working of the map API. So as you can see, at first it will initially learn the maps that I have entered here. As you can see, it is also having the date and time, the current date and time. Now, wh- now for the map dot square, it will return the square map. Uh, at first, I will enter another map since there is only one map. As you can see, when if I enter 9 here and then add it, then the robot map will be added. But when I will call the square method, it will only show that one because only one exists. Now for the put method, as you can see, if I if I want to change this map to updated map with rows and column being 10 by 10, then I will send it. And now it has replaced the map. As you can see here, it has replaced the map. And for the delete function, as you can see, if I delete the second map, then the second map will now be deleted. And for the get map function, as you can see, if in the first map I want to check whether the coordinate 3 by 3 exists. So, but for now it should exist. As you can see, the size of the first map is 5 by 6, so 3 by 3 should exist. And as you can see, it has returned 2 value. But if I bring it to 3 by 8, then it will return false value because 3 by 8 does not exist here. So this was my video demonstration and the demonstration of working of my 3.2p full API. Thank you.